हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, जय हिंद। आज हम मनी एंड बैंकिंग का सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स मनी क्रिएशन और क्रेडिट क्रिएशन बाय द कमर्शियल बैंकिंग सिस्टम के बारे में बात करेंगे। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, इस टॉपिक को इसलिए अच्छी तरीके से समझना ज़रूरी है क्योंकि दिस टॉपिक इज़ वेरी वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट इन द पॉइंट ऑफ CBSE बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम, क्योंकि ये कॉन्सेप्ट या ये जो टॉपिक है ये जनरली एग्ज़ाम में पूछा जाता है। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो इसको हम केयरफुली आप ध्यान देंगे, समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। मैं इसको इसके पहले बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स की बात करूंगा और इसके बाद इसकी पूरी प्रोसेस कैसे कमर्शियल बैंक इकोनॉमी में क्रेडिट को क्रिएट करते हैं या मनी को क्रिएट करते हैं। तो स्टूडेंट्स, पहले हम इस कॉन्सेप्ट्स को समझने के लिए इससे रिलेटेड कॉन्सेप्ट्स की बात करते हैं। जैसा कि आप लोग देख रहे हो कि इस टॉपिक के जो आपको सामने दिख रहा है, इस टॉपिक में जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है उसमें जो दो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट टर्म्स यूज हुए हैं। एक पहला टर्म है मनी क्रिएशन और क्रेडिट क्रिएशन, तो इस टर्म को आपको पहले समझना पड़ेगा। और दूसरा है कमर्शियल बैंकिंग सिस्टम। व्हाट इज़ कमर्शियल बैंकिंग सिस्टम और व्हाट इज़ कमर्शियल बैंक्स। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो पहले हम लोग कोशिश करते हैं कि आप जनरली डे टू डे लाइफ में डिफरेंट टाइप के फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस को देखा होगा या फिर जानते हैं, बट उसमें जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट इंस्टीट्यूशन है दैट इज़ कमर्शियल बैंक। ओके, तो फर्स्ट यू नो अबाउट व्हाट इज़ कमर्शियल बैंक। कमर्शियल बैंक is a financial institution, okay, which accept deposits of the public and advancing loan and also create credit in the economy. Basically, this is the definition of commercial bank on the basis of the function performed by the commercial bank in the economy. And basically, these are the three important function which performed by the commercial bank, okay, in the economy. On that basis, this definition is defined, okay. But in the function of the commercial bank, the function that is create credit is very very important function of the commercial bank, okay. And on the basis of this function, now you have to study about this concept, money creation or credit creation by the commercial banking system, okay. And the second one concept, that is money creation, okay. What this money creation is, just see it. Money creation is the process of expansion of the credit through derived deposit. It is also called credit creation. So what is derived deposit? Basically, this derived deposit means that is a bank accept the deposit of the public, and on the basis of the deposit of the public, the banks are able to provide loan to the people many times on the basis of this initial deposit, okay. And this many times of the loans which bank provide to the people, this is called derived deposits or credit creation, okay. So you must know this concept. This is the base of the credit creation, that is derived deposit. Okay students, so I hope you understand about these two concepts, what is commercial bank and what is money creation. Money creation is simply providing the loan facilities to the public on the basis of the initial deposit or the primary deposit of the public with the commercial bank. Okay, so in this process of money creation by the commercial bank, uh, that is two important components. On the basis of that, the banks are able to provide loan to the people. Okay, what these two components? Number one is that is primary deposit or initial deposit. Initial deposit means the deposits first time deposited in the bank by the public. Okay, and this primary deposit, on the basis of this primary deposit, bank provide to the loan to the people which required this loan uh, on the basis of some central bank guidelines. Okay, what are the central bank guidelines? They must follow some rules, uh, that is legal reserve ratio. This is the ratio which is fixed by the central bank or the Reserve Bank of India in context of India, and this reserve must be kept by the all commercial bank on their initial deposits. So the second component which must follow by the commercial bank, that is legal reserve ratio. Okay, this legal reserve ratio means that is minimum uh, ratio which is kept by the commercial bank uh, as in the form of reserve on the basis of their initial deposit. Okay, so these are the two basic component. On the basis of that, the commercial banks are able to provide loan facilities or the create credit in the economy. Okay, students, this is a given relation, or you can say this is a given formula. On the basis of that, these commercial bank uh, generate the derived deposits. Okay, this is derived deposit is equal to 1 upon legal reserve ratio multiplied by primary deposits. On the basis of this primary deposits, how much banks are able to create derived deposit, this depend upon the rate of legal reserve ratio, and this rate that legal reserve ratio that is fixed by the central bank. Okay, let us move to next things, next basic terms. On the basis of that, these commercial banks provide or create credit in the economy. Okay, these process of credit creation is based on some basic assumptions. So you must know about what are the assumptions of the money creation or credit creation by the commercial banking system. Okay, these are some basic assumptions. Number one, all the commercial banks in the banking system work as a unit. Means all the banks are the work as a unit, because there are so many branches working in the economy. All these branches of the banks treated as a unit. Okay, and second one assumption is that is the commercial bank only accept demand deposit, not a time deposit. It means the deposits uh, accepted by the commercial bank, which the people can withdraw through the check. Okay, these deposits are called demand deposits, but not included time deposit, because time deposit having some time lag, and after completion of that particular time you can only withdraw. Okay, so this include only the demand deposits. And third assumption is that all the depositors never uh, withdraw their cash or money at the same time, because if all the depositors approaches to the bank to withdraw their deposits, then bank are not able to provide their deposits, because they follow some reserves, and that is the minimum reserves. So so people's also not approaching to the bank to withdraw their money at the same time. So this is the assumptions which is followed by the commercial bank. And the fourth assumption is that that is what all receipts and payments in the economy are made through the banks. Any all the transactions are undertaken through the banking system. Okay. And the fifth assumption is that bank never offer loan in cash, and in in place of cash, uh, it provide loan to the people by opening the loan account and transfer the that particular loan amount to that person. Okay. So these are the some basic assumptions, and on the basis of these basic assumptions, the process of credit creation take place. Okay, students. So this process of money creation by the bank can be explained by some numerical example. And this numerical example uh, is helpful to explain how this process of money creation take place in the economy. Okay. So let us see here. This is a simple assumptions, or the simple illustration to explain the process of credit creation by the bank, commercial bank. Here assumption is that suppose that is the initial deposit or the primary deposit received by the commercial banks, that is 1000 rupees, and the rate of legal reserve ratio, that is 10%, which is fixed by the central bank. So you can easily calculate how much derived deposit generated in the whole economy. You can calculate by putting this value in the given formula, that is derived deposit is equal to 1 upon legal reserve ratio multiplied by primary deposit. Okay. So this is a simple calculation of the how much derived deposit or the credit creation take place in the economy, and that is 10,000, that is equivalent to 10,000, which is the total amount of credit created by the commercial bank on the basis of the initial deposit. And see here, this is near about 10 times of the initial deposit. This is the initial deposit, and this is the total derived deposit, that is 10,000 rupees. So it is 10 times of the initial deposit, you can say. So banks work uh, in this way to provide the loan facilities or the credit facilities to the people on the basis of their initial deposit. Okay. So you understand how this possible by the bank. uh, on the basis of this 1000 rupees, uh, these banks are providing uh, 10,000 rupees loan to the people. How it possible? So that is the process of these providing loan facilities on the basis of their initial deposit. You can see by this numerical example, numerical illustration. This is based on some basic assumption, that is suppose that the initial or the primary deposit is 1000 rupees, and the legal reserve ratio is 10%. Okay. On the basis of this, you can easily see here that in the round first, Okay, this in first round, that 1000 rupees is deposited in the bank by the public in the form of a primary deposit or the initial deposit, which is further converted as a derived deposits equivalent to 1000, and 1000 rupees, uh, because bank follow some legal reserve ratio. So uh, these banks have 10% of their primary deposit in the form of reserve, that is 100 rupees, and rest amount, that is 900 rupees, provide to loan to the public. Okay, who the person who required the loan, so bank can provide the loan to that person. Okay, and in second round, this 900 rupees, the person who take loan from the bank, uh, in second round, that person expend that amount uh, of loan to fulfill their needs, and this 900 further um, uh, reaches to the banking system as a derived deposits. Okay, um, in second round, and this 900 rupees, which is reaches to the banks in second round, further converted as uh, 90 rupees as a legal reserve ratio, which is kept by the bank, and rest amount will be given to the loan. So bank work as a loan, advancing loan to the people on the basis of this initial deposit. So this process is continue till infinite terms, and if we add all the derived deposits and loan amount and legal reserve ratio, we will find um, the total sum total of this derived deposit is equal to 10,000 rupees, and the loan amount will be 900 rupees, and the rest legal reserve ratio is 1000 rupees. Okay, so this is a numerical process uh, which easily explain that how the process of credit creation or money creation take place in the whole banking system or whole economy. This able table also shows that the banks are able to create total deposit of rupees 10,000 with the initial deposit of the just rupees 1,000. It means the total deposits become 10 times, okay, of the initial deposit, and this becomes in banking system in many rounds, as you see here, and deposit creation comes to in when total cash reserves are equal to primary deposits. It means this amount is equal to this amount. Okay, so student, this is a whole process of the money creation by the commercial bank, and this one is can be explained on the basis of this table. That is, this concept can be easily explained with the help of this numerical illustration. Okay, students, so this whole concept include these are the some basic proceeding or the process. Number one, what are the meaning of the money creation, and what are the commercial banking system, and what are the basis of the creation of the derived deposit on the basis of the primary deposits, and the rate of legal reserve ratio. Okay, and this whole credit creation or money creation is based on some basic assumptions. These are the some basic assumptions you see here. These are the 4 or 5 are the some basic assumptions you must uh, noted and write down during the explanation of this concept. Okay, and then explain this process of money creation through the numerical illustration by assuming that some basic uh, uh, requirement like initial deposit and the rate of legal reserve ratio. Okay, students. So this table is very very important, and I hope you all understand about this and make sufficient practice to understand this concept, because this concept is very very important, uh, and this concept is generally asked in the board exam, CBSE board exam. Okay students, सो थैंक यू, आप इस कॉन्सेप्ट को अच्छे से समझ गए होंगे।